morning, and thank you for joining me for the second part of the roles and responsibilities of the school committee. I'm Carol Ashambo, chairperson of the Lunenburg School Committee. In the first part of this series, the role and responsibilities of the school committee regarding policy, budget, and the employment of the superintendent was discussed. In this part, committee work, curriculum, collective bargaining, and governance will be touched upon. Committee work is a large part of school committee work. In Lunenburg, most members serve on 2 or 3 committees. Example of the committee work a member could join are policy, athletic advisory, wellness advisory, school councils, collective bargaining, PTO, PACSAL, or lifelong learning. A member could also be part of the Town Capital Planning Committee or other town committees requiring a school committee member, such as the Lunenburg Municipal Building Design Committee. Being a liaison to another town committee, such as the Finance Committee, is another possible committee assignment. Regarding curriculum, the school committee must approve major adoption or revision of curricula and textbooks upon the superintendent's recommendation. It is not the place of the school committee to recommend curriculum changes. The superintendent ensures a process for curriculum development and refinement. She also recommends the adoption of new courses and textbooks. In the area of governance, the school committee establishes educational goals and policies for the district consistent with current law and statewide goals and standards set by the Board of Education. The school committee must follow all Board of Education and DESE policies. They delegate to the superintendent the responsibility for all administrative functions. The school committee must act as a body prescribed by law and not individually. The superintendent serves as CEO and is the educational advisor to the school committee. He or she serves as a catalyst for school systems administration, proposes and initiates long-range and strategic planning, and ensures equal opportunity for all. School committees play a major role in collective bargaining. In collective bargaining, they are the employer of school employees, and they designate a negotiating team. All school collective bargaining contracts must be approved by the school committee. The town manager has a vote with the school committee on collective bargaining contracts. The school committee receives advice from the superintendent regarding the educational consequences of a bargaining position. They also receive advice of a fiscal nature in negotiations from the business manager. The superintendent is a resource to the school committee in collective bargaining and makes sure all collective bargaining agreements are adhered to. In the area of performance standards, school committees establish performance standards for school staff upon the superintendent's recommendation. They evaluate the superintendent using the DESE-approved evaluation system. A self-evaluation should be performed annually by the school committee regarding its own goals and performing its roles. The superintendent assures that all personnel are evaluated and that evaluators are properly trained. The superintendent also develops performance standards that are in keeping with school committee policy, contractual agreements, and the educational goals of the district. In the third and final part of this series, we will cover professional development, school councils, advocacy, and communication. If you have questions about the role of the school committee or any other questions under the authority of the school committee, feel free to contact Carol Ashambo, School Committee Chair, at carchambault@lunenburgonline.com, or any member of the school committee. I would like to thank the Massachusetts Association of School Committees for much of this information and Lunenburg Public Access for the opportunity to speak with you. See you next time.